green screen. God,
no, it's not!
It's a fucking green screen. You're actually, oh my god.
Can I please have you?
Where's your brain?
Hi guys, can I please have you YouTube, please? Come on.
Should I give it to him?
Please, you'll make my day. Please, I'm gonna go cry if you don't give me TikTok. Oh yeah, YouTube. Thank you. I'll go check you out. Oh, let me see who you are. Hold up. I'm gonna go see who you are. Hold up. Yeah, I'm about to see who that. We both looking you up. Wait, let's see.
Look, I'm living so rad.
What the, bro?
I see you. Hold up. You're live streaming right now, aren't you?
Dude, your videos get disliked to the fucking ground.
Oh my god.
It's glitched. It's fucking glitched.
Yeah, your videos suck ass.
You guys haven't seen me on World Star?
You have an OnlyFans? You have an OnlyFans?
5 second guessing crimes every war where I scored a slug and cross the fucking line.
How we doing today, guys? So we're gonna react to PlayMateTessi's Dr. Phil cousin. So she posted on her Twitter account about the Dr. Phil thing. We all thought it was cap at first. We legit thought it was cap at first, and because you can't really believe a lot that she says, but it did turn out to be actual truth. So I just showed here the clip at the so here's a clip here. I showed a clip at the beginning of when we actually was able to meet her on the channel. So I hope you guys are able to watch that. But make sure you guys like and subscribe, click the notification button, guys. It helps support the channel. And check out the community page. I'm putting content coming up. But I have a thing here, so we're gonna react to and stuff like that, and this will be kind of fun. Here we go.
Before I kicked her out of my house, her room was a constant mess. Food, trash in her room. In regards to her hygiene, Maya would go through phases where she would not bathe for a couple days in a row.
Dang.
I just love showering. Showering is my thing. Yeah, I took a shower. Yeah, I shower.
And in one particular incident, she threw a plate of food downstairs instead of bringing it down.
You threw this food and you spit on my floor. You clean this now.
That's pretty much how it gets in our household.
Dang, man.
Well, I'm trying to figure out how we got into this situation.
I know. I wondered the same thing. I wondered the exact same thing. I'm honestly wondering the same thing.
Years before this popped up to see what the relationship dynamic was. And I found this videotape interesting, and I'd like for the two of them to comment on it after we take a look.
Now, why? What's so wrong with Daddy giving you hugs?
Because I kept hugging you and then you kept like, oh wait, tickle.
I didn't tickle. I said, give me hugs.
Then I hugged you and then you were acting like.
You can tell she lost weight. Because we all know that she went to a major weight loss change. But you can tell she has mental problems. I hear you can honestly tell.
Why you have to act like this? Give me hugs. It's just hugs.
What's your characterization of that interaction?
That was we were overseas, and that was maybe a month before her mother last moved in. We were separated, and so we were trying to discuss a possible reconciliation. And so I noticed that Maya's behavior had turned to situations similar to that, and then after her mother came to live with us, then it resulted in the episode where she eventually threatened to jump out of a window. But I just noticed that
his wife's just sitting on him.
I might want to jump out of a window if you're badgering me like that. Well, what do you?
That's nothing. That's nothing.
But I mean, seriously, didn't that? As you look at that now, doesn't it seem like you're?
It just felt odd that she was not wanting to give me a hug. It just felt odd and strange to me.
You live streamed a 911 call.
Yeah, no. So there's two separate occurrences, and that's where the confusion comes from. My sister's banging on my door with my dad on the phone, loud phone, and he's yelling these threats to me. I went back on live because I was in fight or flight mode, and I did not know what was happening. Because when somebody tells you that they are coming for you now, that they're on the way now, and that if they see you, that they're going to cause harm to you, and they're coming now, they're coming for you now. No, there was two conversations, and he did this on purpose.
I told you you had an hour to leave, get a hotel,
He's lying right now.
Leave.
There were two phone calls.
It was not a
He's
threatening
lying,
call.
Dr. Phil. Can we have a lie detector test?
Well, here's the 911 call.
Maya, I'm like seriously in fear for my life.
I need you to take a deep breath for me, okay? We're gonna get help to you.
He basically said that if I am not out in an hour that he is going to like seriously harm me, telling me to leave right now or he will like
The 911 call is just like, excuse
No,
me.
he is not there right now. He said that he will be back in an hour. So I'm terrified. Like I need help. I'm seriously scared that my dad will actually kill me and I don't want to end up on the news. I'm really scared.
Does he have any weapons within the
Yes, he has multiple weapons. Please have someone come.
Can you look out the window and see if my officer is there? I'm sure
Yes.
he's almost there.
For me, by being live, I felt like if my dad came before the police came, because I only had them come not to arrest him, not to file a report. I had them come to make sure that I could get to my hotel safely.
So
I just
Okay, I mean-
police like 50 times.
He's called them for like, you know, documenting paper trail purposes, not me.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link.
I don't,
in the
man.
description
I honestly
and Tell
don't.
me what
Yeah, I don't got one, man. But okay, all right.
I mean, yeah, I've said racist things on my lives, you know. I've said that Germans were Nazis, Mexicans were all poor, but like that doesn't.
Oh, she didn't say nothing about black folks. It's all right.
Target
No
is
way.
on forehead. Yeah, it's real Hinduism vibe.
When I say those things, it's not like it's coming out of a place of hate. Most people know that I'm joking.
These things that she says are racist.
Get your ass back to cooking rice.
Our family is very multi-ethnic. She's experienced multiple cultures. She's also part Asian. For her to attack other minorities, it was just painful to watch.
My dad has been physically abusive, emotionally abusive, and mentally abusive for as far back as I could remember.
You come clean this mess up right now.
Get away from me! I'll clean it!
Clean it now.
I remember my dad calling me a bitch, a whore, telling me to commit suicide. My dad has physically abused me in
Do they just
numerous
film you just
ways.
walking down the street?
I've never abused my daughter. Back in her younger years, she had been seeing a counselor. They saw bruises on her. She had told these professionals that I was beating her. The actual truth was the bruises on her were from when she would have meltdowns. I would be restraining her. I would have to hold her from her arms. So she would have bruises here on her upper arms.
Put that plate in the sink.
How am I gonna clean when you're all up in my face? I need
Because you threw this food. You lost control of your temper.
Everything I've ever said regarding my dad has been nothing less but 100% fully the truth.
I believe that Maya's making these
Oh,
statements
my
of
goodness.
abuse to draw empathy to her as a way to play the victim herself and to garner sympathy from the internet.
He's a monster.
You've had racist comments.
That's it.
about
I'm sorry, I just said
Christians,
cut was like too. It was way too
Indians,
funny.
Mocking religion, such as praying for forgiveness or Hinduism, mocking
Not black, we all
disabilities
right.
and illnesses
Not black.
such as Down syndrome, cancer, and autism, commenting on gender and sexuality, transgender and gay. You fat shame people and you tell them that they're ugly. What's the purpose?
He's like,
I'm obviously joking. Like it's just saying.
I feel like his mind is still like
Am I
even as
talking
processing
to
it.
a persona here? Am I talking to a character
This
here?
is not, I don't know this person sitting across from me. This is not my daughter. This is a character. I'm looking at this person as like a stranger to me.
Yeah.
What's the character? This is just very annoying because you've said a lot more
That's a lot.
offensive and hateful things
So I
my
have live
entire
streams
life.
and
You've
videos
said
doing this?
just because you don't make videos about it doesn't mean you don't make those comments. I was simply trolling.
You're famous for trolling?
Not necessarily. I like to be well-rounded. I'm famous for being beautiful, smart, having a really
You like
big
to be
brain.
well-rounded.
Like I do trolling, I do cooking, I like to be well-rounded.
Are you
She does do
verbally,
cooking though.
mentally, emotionally abusive
No,
to your
sir.
daughters?
If I had been between the police visits, doctors, counselors, therapists, she wouldn't have been living with me up until she was 18.
Well, here's a little bit of what Maya's live stream caught while she was sleeping, and Jim is in the background, and this is one of the things he objected to her putting out there.
He just started crying. The way he looked like he's legit started crying.
It's not helping you. Has you getting pissy and getting on your mom helped you? Has it? It's not. I'm about to not help you at all. Because that's pissing me off. And I don't like that woman. Okay, I don't care if it hurts your feelings. I'm not telling you not to
Dang.
Around, thank God I don't have no STDs. Whose life has gotten better compared to me and your mom? My life's getting good right now. I'm about to get a Corvette. I'm the healthiest I've ever been. My health is getting better. My job is hopefully about to get really good this year. I'm getting a great car.
Okay, that's you, right?
Yeah, that is me.
And you're talking to her younger sister?
Yes.
That sounds pretty abusive.
That's nothing though,
So
Dr.
she
Phil.
had
You know, he's
conversations
caught.
with
You know,
my
he's
mother.
caught
She
in
was
red
giving
right
my
here.
mother a
He's
lot
just
of
like,
attitude, and I repeatedly asked her to drop the attitude.
So you were taking up for her mother?
I was chewing her out over the
he's
phone call,
legit
her
like
not
caught
listening,
red-handed. He's
so
just
I'm
like,
Sounds to me like you were really dogging on her mother. Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description.
I don't have one,
Tell
man.
me
I
what
honestly
in the
don't have
world
one.
is going on?
I'm asking that same question, boss. I'm legit asking
When
the same
my
question.
dad decided to announce my medical records, I wasn't surprised. That's who my dad is.
She has been to psychiatrists and psychologists, at least 6 doctors, 2 behavioral health institutions. She's been on multiple medications, had multiple diagnoses. She one time threatened to jump out of a 4-story apartment window, and that caused a lot of attention.
Part of my statement, which was to defend myself, there was a lot of comments that were accusing me of not addressing her mental health and getting her the help that she needed.
The only doctors I've ever seen were appointed by CPS, Child Protective Services.
I've spent over $40,000 in the past 7-8 years on her mental health and well-being.
My dad's poor. Total lie. Like he sold his house to buy a car.
Maya was diagnosed with Asperger's, ODD, depression, anxiety, borderline personality disorder.
He would want me to have as many diagnoses as possible, but it's like I'm just depressed and anxious.
I've done above and beyond the call of duty as a parent to try to get her help.
My mental
right.
health history is just another
All right, I feel that.
to protect himself and deflect from the abuse.
Well, they just don't keep getting worse, guys. But this is, I did not know we're going to make it this far up to totem pole. Actually, this story made it that far up to totem pole. But maybe she's hoping that she get like Bad Baby, get millions of followers, and become the next Catch You on Side. But she hasn't said nothing else like a catch. And only if even if you get national TV, it's not going to make you famous. Bad Baby's just famous because they now have this whole issue with Turnabout Ranch. How many fun they sent her to Turnabout Ranch? She'd be the only person that wouldn't actually be disappointed with that. Anyway, make sure you guys like and subscribe, guys. It was a good notification bell. It was actually fun being with you guys. And guys, stay safe. Holding my EPG studio signing out. Have a good one.